How to make a star in Blender. This is actually really easy to make, but it's one of those things in Blender that if you don't know how to make it, then you're never gonna know how to make it. But if you know how to make it, then you'll know how to make it. So this is how you make it. First, hit Shift A and add a cylinder. Now. Before you do anything else, there's this little box right here where it says add cylinder. If you click on this little arrow, you can change the vertices, radius, depth, and all this other stuff. If you don't do this right now, this thing is gonna go away and you're not gonna be able to bring this back. So it's easier to just get this right out of the way right now. But what you wanna do is change the vertices from 32 or whatever is there to 10. Now you have 10 vertices. So yeah, like I said, once you click away from it, that box goes away and you never get to see it again. So be sure to do that first. Hit Tab to go into edit mode and select all of these bottom vertices and get rid of them by hitting the delete key or the X key. Now you just have this one layer. What you want to do is you want to just select every other vertice by hitting Shift to select all of them. And then you want to hit S for scale and just scale them in. And there you go. You've made a star. If that's all you wanted for this tutorial, then that's all you need to do. You can click on the face, hit extrude, make it a 3D star now, and there you go. Tutorial's over. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. But if you want to learn some more things about stars, here's a few things that you can make to, I don't know, these are easy things you can make after you've made the star. So first thing you can do is, again, I'm going to extrude it a little bit like this, and then you can select the face. And by the way, to extrude, you just have to hit E. But I'm going to do a little inset by pressing I. And when you do that, you can make this little inset. And then I'm going to extrude it up a little bit by pressing E. And then I'm going to inset it again, extrude it downward a bit. So then we have this kind of cool look right here. And then now you can just do whatever you want. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna add some text by hitting Shift A. Adding some text, go into Tab Edit Mode. I'm gonna type participant. That's how you spell it, right? Scale this down. Okay, and then bring that text up. Again, line it up to where you want. It's not what I want. I'm gonna go into this little button right here where I can go to geometry and give it a little bit of depth. Actually, no, I'm gonna just extrude it. I'm gonna extrude it a little bit, bring it down so it's in the star. Then I'm gonna hit F3, type in convert and convert this to a mesh. Then I'm gonna take the star layer, gonna go to modifiers and add the Boolean modifier. And under object, I'm going to hit text. So then when I get rid of this, you will see if I did it right. Isn't it different? Oh, there you go. You can see it's kind of hard in this view, but if you click on this to material view, you can see that now there's a little cutout for where the text is. So yeah, I'm going to apply that. And then now you've got your very own little medal. You've made a little medal for your track meet or whatever. I don't know why the medal's in the shape of the star, and you know most medals are in the shape of a circle, but you know what? I can do whatever I want. You are not my mother. But yeah, you can just add this little goldish color, make it pretty metallic, move the roughness down a little bit. I'm going to add, this is a Blender Kit add-on that you can get if you, I think you just have to look up Blender Kit add-on and you can find it on Google or something. But it has a lot of HDRIs and stuff, so I'm just going to type in sky. We're going to add a sky. Now you can see, there we go. We got this nice little thing. I'm going to turn the sky texture down a little bit to 0.5. But yeah, you got this nice metal participant ribbon. Oh my gosh. Or ribbon. You've got this nice little participant medal. You can add a little plane here. There you go. Yes, I've done it. I have participated. I've always wanted a participant trophy. This is exactly what I wanted. Yes. So yeah, that's the first thing you can make. So starting again, make a cylinder. It's already at 10 because we did it before, but if you haven't, make it 10. Delete these vertices. You can select every other vertice right here. Oops. And scaled it in. I'm actually going to scale this one a little bit more to get a slightly sharper star. And then what you can do for this one is first I'm going to select the face and extrude it just a little bit. And then if you take this top face and inset it, pressing I, and inset it kind of small so there's this little star in the circle. If you click on this button right here, it will enable proportional editing, which will pretty much mean that the faces around the face you have selected will move based on how big your circle is for proportional editing, and I'll show what that means in a second. But take this face in the middle and press G to move it and press Z to move it up. And you can see this circle here, this giant circle, which you can change the strength by using the scroll wheel. If you take this star, press G and Z to move it up, move this scroll wheel down, you can get this kind of cool effect where now the star is kind of, I don't know what to call it. It has this kind of cool look here. And I'm going to do this at the bottom too. I don't know how well I'm explaining this, but I've already done the main part of the tutorial that shows you how to make a simple star. So, whatever. I'm going to do the same thing here. So now it's kind of on both sides. And then you can just, while in edit mode on this, you can make another cylinder. I'm going to give this one slightly more vertices. Okay, I'm going to take the cylinder, rotate it 90 degrees, rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to scale it down quite a bit, move it up so it lines up with the star, move it back this way. I'm going to take this top face and scale it in a little bit. Take this face and move it so it kind of makes this shape, and then I'm going to hit delete. Delete only faces, so it's kind of got this open face. I'm going to hit Alt and select all of these, hit Alt-E and extrude face along normals just to give it a little bit of geometry. But now you can take this, I'm actually going to scale this in a little bit more. There we go. Take this cylinder, move it up a little bit so it kind of connects with the star, and it's a nice little Christmas tree topper that you can put on your Christmas trees. It's a quick and dirty way to make this, but it does the job. It works. So definitely use this to put on all your Christmas renders that you're making in March. Whatever. Anyway, so the last thing you can make with the stars that I'll show you is, let's go to a cylinder, make it 10. Go into edit mode, get rid of these bottom vertices. Take this face, select the points once again. You guys know how to do this now. Scaled it in just a little bit so you get this nice star. Duh. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extrude it so it's fairly chunky. We're going to go to modifiers by clicking on this wrench thing, and we're going to click on bevel. And it's not going to look good at first. It's going to look very weird, but it is fine. Next thing we're going to add is a subdivision surface, and we're going to crank this up to 3. Now, what you also want to do is right-click on it and click Shade Smooth, so you get this kind of smoother effect. Now, I'm actually going to go into edit mode and move this down, pressing G and Z to make it an even fatter star. And then one other thing I'm going to do is if you click on the edge select, which I think you can also hit by pressing 2. Yeah, you can press 2 on the keyboard to get to there. I'm going to select each edge here on each corner of the star. And then I'm going to go over to this button right here. It's like a chain link thing. Click on this arrow and click on individual origins. And what that will do is it will scale each edge based on their own individual points. It won't scale all together, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to scale it a little bit so it kind of has smaller endpoints. It also makes it so the middle is a little fatter than the end. So I just did that a little bit, so I'll just show it again. Scale it just a little bit, and you can see what's going on. Anyway, so now you have this kind of rounder star, and what you can do, which is kind of fun, is you can make a little, take a little sphere. You probably don't need to be 32 segments. You could probably get away with 16 very easily. You could shade smooth. You could add another subdivision surface of 2, and you have this really smooth sphere already. But you can scale it down a lot, move it up so it's in the middle of the star. And I'm going to scale it along the y-axis or x-axis or whatever axis you're using. I'm also going to scale it on the z because it does not need to be that round. I'm going to scale it down a little bit more, scale it up a little bit more like this. You definitely can just copy and paste it, but for the sake of this, I'm going to add a mirror modifier. I'm going to go into edit mode and I'm going to move it on the x-axis like this. Scale it down again, scale it on the y again, move it up a little bit. And there you go. You've got yourself a discount Walmart version of a Super Mario Galaxy star. Congratulations. With that, you can texture it really easily, kind of doing the same texture that you did for the metal earlier. You can make it a kind of yellowish, orangish color. You can make it very metallic, get rid of the roughness a little bit. And there you go. Make the eyes a black color. Give it some specular. Give it a metallic look again. And there you go. You've got yourself a little Super Mario star. If you want to get extra creative, you can also do this shading material to get this see-through effect, which will then look like a discount version of the star that you never got because you never went back and got the hidden star on that water level that you absolutely hate. Man, I wish I could go back and get that star. So yeah, this is how to make a star in Blender, and here's a few easy things you can also make with a star in Blender, and I hope you guys enjoy, and like and subscribe for more. Go make some crazy stuff. The world is your oyster.